Team, what's up? Good morning. How's it going? Seek and you shall find. I actually started exploring this much deeper. Like a few years ago, I started really getting a good pulse on people find the answers that they want to find. So if you want to make excuses about your situation, I'm on the phone chatting with somebody and he's just telling me all the reasons he can't get to XYZ, and I'm listening to him. I'm like, oh, he's only seeing things through a pessimistic lens. Like he's seeking excuses, so he's finding excuses. And if I'm being honest, some of the excuses he's making, like they sound good. Like you can justify these excuses. Seeking, you shall find. I'm talking to another individual. I'll just say his name. His name's Ryan, and he's a savage dude. This guy's a professional in his workspace. He's a leader. He got kids. He coaches kids sports. Like he got a full ass life. And he got every single excuse to not get his workout in. He's like, yeah, I was at the kids' game the other day. It was pouring down raining. The refs didn't show up. I needed to train. So I was like, yeah, I'll ref. And he's like, I'm sprinting up and down the soccer fields, dude. I got like 10,000 steps in. Heart rate was up. Like he was seeking a solution to get his workout in. And he was able to get it in by being a ref, of being of service. He found that. That's dope. Like that's super, super dope. We have the ability to radically change our life in like 1 year. I think 6 months might be a little not quite enough. I think it's a good kickstart, but 1 calendar year we can really build some healthy practices and a good rhythm to our life. But it all starts with our perspective and how we're seeing our situations. I will say this though, that if you're having a really hard time changing your mind from being a pessimist to an optimist, I want to encourage you to change your environment. So let's say you drink a few beers after work on your patio in the evenings. I think it's kind of harmless until like it compounds over 10 years and you're overweight and you're disconnected with your wife and your family. That's how it happens. But 1 or 2 times now and then probably ain't that bad. But you need to change that environment. Like you got to get off the back porch and go for a walk. Like you need to change that environment so you can start thinking differently. You can start putting yourself in a more optimistic mindset. What you look for, you'll find. So seek and you will find. Start seeking solutions. When I'm met with a problem, I either like to write it down or I just sit in it. Like my wife might present something to me and I say, you know what? Like let me just think on it. Let me sleep on it today. And we'll go for a walk. We'll talk about it. Maybe it's dynamics with the little ones and kind of how we want to parent. We're trying to be real strategic with it. And we'll think about it. And then we'll wake up the next day and there's like less emotion attached to it. I say, hey, what about this? Like we found a solution for it. She's like, what about this? We found a solution for it. Not just reacting to it like, oh, I can't believe this is happening and wallowing in that negative energy. Because oftentimes problems feel like negative energy. They feel like something we want to wallow in because they kind of get in the way. It's an obstacle. Where I've come to love being a problem solver. I mean, hell, I put it in my Twitter bio because all my friends always say that I'm a problem solver, so probably it's a good thing to post up there. When I see problems, I start seeing multiple solutions. I've trained my brain to start seeing solutions to problems. It's optimistic. So when I see a problem come my way, I'm gonna go, good, I can create a solution for this. I'm gonna be able to figure it out. Changing that perspective, guys, from going to looking at a problem through a pessimistic lens to looking at a problem as an ability to solve through an optimistic lens is going to radically change your rhythm of your days. So this is a big encouragement, just to flip that mindset and you'll say, oh yeah, Zach, it's really hard. And it is. So you got to change your environment. That's going to really start influencing your mind change. So if I can't quite change my mind, I'm going to go ahead and change my environment. For instance, a few weeks ago, I was getting caught up in this perpetual hamster wheel cycle with a few projects I was working on. I said, you know what? I gave my advice I gave y'all yesterday about check out yesterday's video on rest. I said, you know what? I'm going to go out to the park. I'm going to spend today in the park. I went out in the park, set my hammock up. I hiked like 2 miles in, set the hammock up, hung out there for an hour or two, hiked another 2 miles that way, and then 4 miles back. And really just spent some time with myself, just coming into a homeostasis, like creating some space for myself. And that was great. I came back with a fresh mindset to be able to handle the problems that I was working through within the business at that time. So big encouragement for you guys. Take some space, change your environment. It's going to help change and influence your mindset. And if you look for excuses, you'll find them. If you look for solutions, you got the power, my brother. You will also find them. Sending you guys love today. More coffee. Let's go.